Good morning once again from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Welcome back to Planet Doug. And I'm on my way for a bit of a sightseeing day. I know a couple of things that I'll be doing, but a few other things will probably be surprises. I'm on foot, as you can see. I probably should take a grab, but I don't know. I feel like walking. I need to sort of wake up. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep the last couple of nights, and I'm not feeling sharp yet, and maybe a walk will wake me up. But I'm heading to the famous Saigon post office. It's one of the big attractions here, French colonial building. I don't know anything about it, but I'm heading to the post office to meet up with Rod, the Canadian that I've gotten to know who lives here in Ho Chi Minh permanently. And meeting up with Rod, he suggested meeting at the post office. And then he has a few ideas of other places. He knows the city quite well, and he has some places he thought I'd be interested in. We're probably going to have lunch, maybe go to the book street. And there's some sort of a food festival connected with Australia going on at a local park. So, yeah. So those are a few of the things that may or may not happen, but we'll find out. First, I have to get to the post office. It's a couple kilometers away, and I'm running a little bit late as well. I've had some of the usual technology problems that always happen on Planet Doug, so I've been struggling quite a bit trying to fight through a bunch of stuff, which is why I'm so tired. But we persevere, and we're on our way, exploring this amazing city. I'm making progress. I'm maybe 10 minutes away from the post office. And I think the cathedral is located there as well. So maybe we'll take a quick look at that. I'm walking down a very nice laneway, really beautiful neighborhoods passing through. I started the video here just because I saw this wall on my right. And yeah, it's something important, but I don't know what it's, oh, South Korean embassy, I would guess. Yep, Consulate General of the Republic of Korea behind this wall here. Huh. Yeah, a lot of old, beautiful buildings all over Ho Chi Minh City. There's another one across the street. I've already commented on how many beautiful parks there are in Ho Chi Minh City. Just spotted another one. I passed a couple already, actually, but this one over here caught my eye. It's surrounded by a fence, though. I'm not sure what park that is. Looks beautiful from here. And yeah, still going through quite a beautiful area. All the trees here really impressed me in Ho Chi Minh City as well. Big trees. And I think I've arrived. Unless I miss my guess entirely, that is the post office over there. The Ho Chi Minh hop-on, hop-off city tour bus is parked outside. Oh, here comes another one. City Sightseeing, Saigon. I think this post office is a big attraction on all of the tours of Saigon for all visitors. I saw a few photos of the inside, and on the inside it looks like it's a pretty big deal to mail postcards, physical postcards from inside. That's part of the experience. So I have arrived. I've met up with Rod. There's Rod. And yeah, it's a Sunday today, and it's a very busy tourist attraction, but it looks like everybody comes here. We've got university students doing graduation photos, and here's the building itself. I haven't done any research into it other than I know it's old French colonial. It's got a date on it there, right? 1886, 1891. That's probably the construction period. The clock looks like it's still working. That's accurate time, right? 10 to 11.
It is.
But yeah, so we're gonna head inside and take a look around. Wow, all right.
So you know who that is at the far end?
Yeah, I got that. Uncle Ho, Ho Chi Minh. The whole city's named after him. Yeah, I see the appeal from an architectural point of view. That's gorgeous. And to think all it does is mail letters. You think how we do it today, we don't make such a fuss out of mail. It's not as important, right?
So we can do the loop. And
yeah, let's do the loop.
There's really almost everyone here is a tourist except the people working here.
Right.
So like some of the Asians might be Vietnamese from out of town or from up north, but mostly they'll be from Korea, Japan, maybe some Chinese.
Yeah, I mentioned as I was coming up here, I think one of the things you're supposed to do is buy a postcard and mail it from here. And that's what all these people are doing, I think. It's sort of a tourism card.
Yeah, here's the place where you can write out your card.
Right.
On the side we have like a classic wickets, people working, or a counter, right? People working.
Yeah, it's still a working post office.
Yes.
You could mail a package from here, looks like.
So in the center, they're just selling souvenirs, basically. And more here on our right.
And there's a set of postcards there that they're sorting through. There's the hop-on, hop-off counter. Love the old map up there, South Vietnam. And I guess on Tuesday, I'm heading down to that town, Mitho, Can Mitho or something?
Canto. Yes.
Well, maybe that's what it is. And doing a Mekong River Delta organized tour, which
great, yes.
ought to be quite interesting. I remember I used to do things like this. My first trips to Central America, nothing existed yet, so I wanted to make a phone call back to Canada, and you'd go to a place like this, go up to a counter and you place your call there, and then they would tell you to go into a booth, and then the phone would ring, and then you make your call through this booth. So yeah, I guess that's what that is.
And you'd have the joy, well, in Central America wouldn't be an issue, but here it would be an issue. You'd get to have the joy of waking someone up in the middle of the night.
Right. Got to get your time zones right.
So now it's just wall-to-wall souvenirs.
Right,
Same thing on the other side.
So as far as you know, there's no other areas of the post office to explore, just this main area, and then the souvenir.
There's a map of Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, map on the other side. I didn't notice that. The city itself.
Saigon et environ.
Saigon and the environs. I was very proud of myself. I was talking about the bus that we took, the shuttle bus, and I described it as taking us to the Saigon environs. And I thought, I think I'm using that word correctly, but I wasn't sure, or even pronouncing it correctly.
So the fat one is the walking street there.
Right.
Nguyen Hue.
I haven't been there yet. Well, I was there decades ago, but not on this trip. I plan to go there, of course, at some point.
So now we'll walk over to Book Street.
Sure, awesome.
This is sort of like deep tourism here. or maybe it's the opposite of deep tourism. Deep tourist area.
Right. I think they're all about to toss their graduation caps. So this is actually the book street, or part of it.
So you can see it's a little bit on the tourist, like it's...
Yeah, it's got that...
All the books are in Vietnamese. So it's not really aimed at foreign tourists, but it has the vibe of tourism about it.
So we're a very short distance away from the post office. So you can actually see the top of the building there, and just over this direction is Book Street. And it looks like it's been modernized and developed also as sort of a tourist attraction. Oh yeah, okay, it even has a sign, Ho Chi Minh Book Street. I imagine in the past it was actually organic, sort of, a bunch of booksellers were here, and now it's more of a tourist attraction than an actual... I saw a street like this in Medan when I was there in Sumatra.
Is that right?
But it was an actual, this is where all the bookstores just congregated in this alleyway. So it was actually a real book street still. Yeah, it looks like you can get some journals and things like that. The book bus. Yeah, I think some people might need that, just sort of like they're at their end of their endurance for the heat. They can stand here for a minute or two and recover.
Remove all the sweat.
Yeah.
Just leave the salt behind.
Yeah, something I've commented on a few times in video already, and I've noticed is that, say, compared to every other country I've been in, here there's almost no English duplication of signs. So there'll be a sign in Vietnamese, and that's all you're going to get.
Right.
They don't actually give the English version, and most other countries now they do. So I do find here I'm often a little bit lost. I'll see a big building, and I wonder, what is that building? And it'll have the Vietnamese name, but that's all I'll know. It doesn't have the English translation. But I guess here you don't need it to say bookstore. I can figure that out all on my own. Coffee shop. The number of coffee shops in Ho Chi Minh City is overwhelming. I mean, I thought KL had a lot of coffee shops, but nothing compared to here.
You have some English there.
Yeah, we are.
And over here.
Knowledge is power.
And then National Political Publishing House. No propaganda, of course.
I am a little bit surprised that there aren't more English books. You'd think, being a tourist sort of alleyway. There are some, I guess, but not a great deal. We walked a short distance down the road, and we're going to pop inside Diamond Plaza, which, according to some reports, it might be the very first shopping mall in Ho Chi Minh City. And there's the sign for Diamond Plaza right there. And I just stopped to take a bit of video because the outside here is so colorful. I suppose that's a blue Winnie the Pooh, perhaps, over there. But yeah, it's definitely an older building, right?
We've got sort of a mock-up of the financial tower there on the right window.
Right. And it looks like there's a more modern building behind it, so maybe it's been expanded over the years. So we're ducking inside to find some of that glorious air conditioning.
So it's been taken over by Lotte, which I believe is a Korean chain, maybe Japanese, I'm not sure. All I know is their fast food stores have terrible hamburgers, at least for my taste.
lower the camera
Okay,
to go past the guard. You never know how they're going to react.
Right. So welcome. We'll see how the other half live.
Yeah. Security guards send you running, and then music sends you running. It's like...
This is Filipino methodology.
Right. I think
So you got the financial building between the two towers of the church.
yeah, we're up on the roof of the Diamond Plaza now, outside, and just taking in some of the view where we just were. There's the cathedral. It's seriously under renovation, eh? The whole thing.
It's been that way for at least 6 years, but I think longer than that.
And then over here, there's the post office right there. So we get to see it from up above. And another one of these amazing parks over there with the huge trees. I've been so impressed with the parks in Ho Chi Minh City. There's more of them than you'd think.
Yes.
But yeah, look,
We're surrounded by green.
Yeah,
Or on the roof.
That's quite nice. Yeah, I don't think most people would be up here this time of day.
No.
This place would be...
My dog's an Englishman.
Yeah, once again. So there's the rest of the mall over there. Yeah, you wouldn't want to. They don't even have the umbrellas up. There's probably no service out here, not until nighttime. This is when this place would wake up. And just to document our sightseeing, we just passed by a local community center, and that's it here behind us. And I'm sure all kinds of different activities go on here, but when we passed through, there was actually sort of a yo-yo demonstration or a yo-yo club underway. It was kind of fun. So do you have a history with this place? You've come to events here?
Well, I've been, quartet. Basically.
Quartet?
Yeah, but not the other events. I noticed them, but I haven't.
Oh, not quartet, for Tet.
No.
The holiday?
Tet is Vietnamese New Year.
Right, okay, yeah. I thought, first I thought you said quartet. I thought, oh wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know about that about you.
Quartet, but it sounds like quartet.
Tet.
I will show. My wife and I used to live near here, and my classes used to be near here. So
that's how you know the neighborhood.
When we went to church on Sundays, we'd walk by here. And the first Tet, we saw there was a big deal here. So basically for about 10 days or 2 weeks, it's filled with decorations and food, boutiques and people.
Of course,
you say in Ao Yai and
you say Tet to someone from my generation, the first thing we think of course, is the Tet Offensive. First thing I think of. Oh yeah, the Tet Offensive. I know all about that. And it's on my mind, the War Remnants Museum, from visiting there.
Yeah. We missed our chance here.
To do what, to cross?
Yes. Let's see.
So can you say the name of the street again? I didn't quite catch it.
It's written right here. Loop Hai Ba Trung.
Oh, Hai Ba Trung. Do you know what that means?
It's, I think he was a general.
A general?
Yeah, let's see. Let's look it up. Don't trust my memory, which is pretty bad.
You're saying every city in Vietnam has one of these?
The street named that.
Hai Ba Trung. Okay. When you first said it, I was looking around. I couldn't see the street signs anywhere, but yeah, there it is. So yeah, crossing this way, that's Hai Ba Trung. And there's the name of it there. I think I have to get it from this side for the light. There's the name of the street.
Hai Bà Trưng. Hai Bà Trưng.
So did you track him down? He's a general? Or you gave up on the hunt?
No, I just put the phone away while crossing the street. Let's see here. They're the Trunk Sisters, but that's not whom we want. Let's look it up when we get to...
Okay. We get settled
maybe
somewhere.
yes, it is. Maybe Haiba Trung is the sisters. Yeah, two ladies Trung. Yeah, Trung.
The Trunk Sisters,
Right.
maybe.
Or the two ladies, right?
All right.
So, if we were to walk down to the end of the street, on the last block, we would find 2 or 3 of the street barbers.
Street barbers.
Yeah, like a barber chair on the sidewalk and a mirror on the wall,
Okay.
and a guy with scissors.
I could use one of those.
Yeah. I'm due too. My wife usually cuts my hair, but she's away for an extra month, so I will. So we're gonna walk this way, away from the barbers.
Yeah, we've just arrived at... When we were talking about this day, you did mention Turtle Lake.
Yes.
And then I sort of forgot about it as part of the itinerary, but we're just here. We arrived at what is called Turtle Lake. And Roy was going to tell me the story, and I stopped him and said, we need the story on video. So here's the story of Turtle Lake.
Well, this is very badly told, right? 'Cause
Very
I don't know
badly
of it
told
yet.
story.
So now it's Turtle Lake, and you've got an artificial lake there, and I suppose there are turtles in it. I never actually examined it. It's a little bit difficult to get to. You have
Right,
a crosswalk there, so you have to use the usual act of faith in crossing the street.
Right.
Everyone will avoid you except for the buses.
Right.
And at night time and the evening is packed with people and vendors, right? A lot of people. But now it's just hot. So as I recall, I think I do remember seeing turtles in the water.
Well, they
But as you
better
can-
have turtles.
But it's, of course, it's artificial. You know, maybe a long time ago when things weren't built up, there was a small pond here. I don't know. However, between a very long time ago and Turtle Lake, there was something else here. Now, a couple of months ago, we celebrated the Hung Kings. I didn't look up the Hung Kings yet. So there was a shrine to the Hung Kings here, and it was moved away and replaced with Turtle Lake. That was the story. Just that
Okay.
one sentence.
What was wrong with the Hung Kings? They fell out of favor historically or something?
I don't know why it was done. Maybe it was they thought another place would be better for the shrine. I don't know. So I used to tell my students, well, I used to tell a couple of times, you know, before or after the Hung King holiday, I would tell them, did you know that the shrine of the Hung Kings was here?
But we're going to
Show my
cross
superior
over, right?
knowledge.
We're going to go look for some turtles?
Okay, so let's do it over there.
Okay, there's a
It's on our
crosswalk
way.
over here.
So you mentioned that there are a lot of coffee shops.
Yeah.
So the laneway we're in, there's a coffee shop there. Up in the corner, there was the Gutha coffee shop, and then another coffee shop, just no name. And there's probably one here. Let's see. This is a tea house, exceptionally. And this, coffee and tea.
Right.
And then we have the Vungtao restaurant.
Another
So we've got a
tea house
quarter of
here.
a block. We've got 2 coffee shops. Across the street, we have Highland Coffee Shop.
Right, another Highlands.
Over there, Life Full of Joy is ice cream. It used to be a coffee shop. So here we have
Another one.
Long, tea and coffee.
Tea and coffee.
You go up, T&T Wine Cafe. Here is still the tea house here, right?
Planet Tea House. Planet Lee Ha's Tea House. Yeah.
Now, where we had the Phuc Long, I think it used to be a Kong Cafe here, but it's changed. Or maybe the Kong Cafe is still there, but it's hidden.
Cheese pasta.
Oh, there's the Kong Cafe over there. Okay, my memories up there. So if you like, before we cross over, we could go to the Kong Cafe.
All right.
And I forget where the entrance is, so we're gonna have to explore it. Maybe back here, but I don't think so. I think it's over here.
Yeah, so we've been out in the sun for a while, so we're gonna duck inside before we go turtle hunting. We're looking for the entrance to this place, the Kong Cafe. That's very much a Planet Doug sort of experience. I never know how to get into anywhere.
You have the Kong sign.
Ah, got to follow the secret signs here. Yeah, I've noticed this is sort of a theme of Ho Chi Minh City too, these stairways to take you up to the cafes and the restaurants. Very quaint. And if this is a true Planet Doug experience, when we get to the top, we'll find out that it's closed. We're following these signs. And the big moment. Looks open. Oh, it looks popular too.
Back with students. I'm out of shape.
Ah, okay. Wow. Considering the effort to find it and get up here, I thought it would be completely empty. But no, it's yeah, very popular.
Now,
So popular we may not be able to find a seat. Oh, there's
a few seats over there, right?
yeah, maybe. Planet Doug magic was not on point, so which is a good thing. So this cafe was actually open, and to my surprise, it's very busy. Very young crowd here. All they look to be students. A lot of them are working on their laptops, as you can see, and yeah. And it looks out over Turtle Lake out there. This was what I could find.
Terrific. That's great.
All right.
Now, I'm just thinking you maybe want to look towards Turtle Lake, or you want to watch the operations.
I think I can sit here comfortably.
Great.
So I've been sitting here. What is this place called again?
Kong Cafe.
Just Kong?
Kong.
Kong Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah, they sort of, I say cafe, but it's like cafe.
Yeah.
Too.
Actually, Vietnamese is basically monosyllabic.
Oh, I see.
That's why they write Vietnam.
Right, separated out.
Vietnam. Yeah. Another thing is, I have the habit, I always pronounce the consonant at the end.
Right.
They think they pronounce it, but they almost don't pronounce it at all. Nah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Beyond both of us. Yeah. But one thing Rod pointed out to me is I did notice when I came in, it has a little bit of a military theme in here, even with some of the decor here, the cages and the style of the wrapping for the coffee, and the clothing that the servers are wearing, sort of military outfits, kind of interesting.
So, what was the, during the American War, right? What did the newspapers call the soldiers from the north?
Okay. What do they call? Well, it was Viet Cong.
Right.
Right. Ah. I never would have made the connection. Viet Cong. Kong
Can you
Cafe.
give a shot of this lady here?
Yeah. There's the uniform that I was talking about that they wear in here. So it has a bit of a military theme. Interesting. I never would have picked up on that on my own, I don't think. But I worked through my yogurt, mixed fruit yogurt already. It's pretty much emptied. Very, very good. Nice change from all the coffee I've been drinking. Pretty sweet. It was like a sweet yogurty base at the bottom and a lot of fruit, but I've already plowed through this pretty quickly. And I'm going to sample Rod's coconut coffee just to get a little taste. Because as always happens, we order two different things. I went up to pick up the order, and as soon as I saw what he ordered, I thought, wow, his looks better than mine. It's always that way. So anyway, I'm going to sample his, see if his actually is better than mine. I'm just going to try some of this coconut coffee.
Oh, thank you.
It's very good. That's really nice, but there's no coconut. No, I taste the coffee.
Right.
Yeah, really good coffee. But
Oh, this must be from here.
oh yeah, from your umbrella. So in fact, it is true. What he ordered is actually better than what I ordered. I enjoyed what I had. I'm not done yet, but his would have been more enjoyable. No big surprise. Just on our way out of the Cộng Cafe, and right across the road there, you get a nice view of the turtle pond, turtle lake. We're going to go across there, see if we can spot a turtle. All right, so last look at the Cộng Cafe. Yeah, nice place. I really like the vibe here. I like the atmosphere, and the drinks were good. Though, of course, my companion's drink was better than mine. That's always the way it is. Yeah. This is very military. You got that?
Okay, now we go downstairs without getting dizzy.
Yeah, well, I've learned you don't stay too close to the inner edge.
You learned the hard way?
Well, I've slipped once or twice. Again, everything that goes wrong in my life, I blame it on the GoPro. Because I'm busy filming, and then I walk down there, and away went my foot.
That's one function of the GoPro I hadn't thought of.
What's
That's
that?
a feature. You can blame it.
Oh, I blame it for everything.
Turn left?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to explore? I don't know how
it's
far
not too
it goes.
far to go to explore. Just looking around where we are. Always look up on Planet Doug. You got to look up above you, and then you get to see all these wires you wouldn't have noticed, and all of these flags.
You know, one thing that always impresses me, you get these dumpy alleyways, and they're made to look beautiful.
Yeah.
Even though they're still dirty, right?
That was a good call to go up there. Really like that place. I would call that a hidden gem. The average person wouldn't know about it.
You need to know, it is a chain.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So I imagine if I were a turtle, I'd be deep, deep into water. And just come up from there in the shady areas.
See a couple of little fish. But of course, if I see a set of stairs, I have to climb them, so I have to go up there to the middle. I'd go up there too if I could, but I don't think we can. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't realize it. It has all of the walkways going out to the middle. Haha. Love a good walkway. All right, turtles, show yourselves in Turtle Lake. I see fish.
So here we see a bunch of walkways, right?
Yeah.
But if you had a drone to show above, you would see this pattern.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
That's
what would it be?
Walkways. I don't think there's anything to it.
Well, I never even thought to look for the pattern, but yeah, I mean, it's got an arms out there and here, and then a oval in the middle.
Mango. So do you think you can jump from the edge here and reach the ladder?
What's that?
Just joking. To jump from the walkway over to the ladder.
I couldn't make it, definitely not. But if my life depended on it, I'd get over there, trust me. I'd have wet feet, but I'd get over there.
So you want to take the stairs?
Oh yeah, got to. I don't have a choice in the matter. It's in my DNA.
We got the shady route. Oh, we got this route here. I'm going to take the old man's route.
Nope, no turtles, I'm calling it. There are no turtles in Turtle Lake. Unless they're buried in the mud.
Turtle Lake, Turtle Lake. So I don't know, maybe I should take a video of you going up the stairs.
With my camera or your
No,
phone?
no, I'm just joking. to avoid the effort.
I see, I see.
Unless you want me to take a video of it, but I don't think it'd be very...
Oh, it's blocked off up here. Again, that's not a big surprise. It's a normal experience for me. There's a gate.
I guess it's so that the plants can live unmolested,
I guess.
can thrive unmolested, I should say.
We can't go there, but that's all right.
So we're going to be walking up that way. Here's the hop-on, hop-off bus.
Right.
Oh, they've got 2/3 of it, or 3/4 of it is air conditioned now.
Yeah.
We came from here. You can see Diamond Plaza there. If you crouch, you might see a bit of the cathedral.
Climbed all the way up here. Now you want me to crouch? That's asking. It's asking a lot. So we've arrived at a park. You've told me the name like 10 times, but I still can't remember it. It's called...
I'm saying Van Tam, but I'm not sure.
Van Tam Park. And this is where they're also holding some sort of an Australian international food... what do you call it? It's an exhibit.
Cuisine festival.
Cuisine festival. It's sort of a marketing thing to... a way to promote Australian products in Vietnam. I was expecting a huge event covering the whole park, but it looks to be quite a small thing. We're gonna walk over there, just take a look around, see what's going on.
Yeah, Le Van Tam. Le Van Tam.
Le Van Tam. So we're inside the Australia exhibit, and I don't know that there's a whole lot to talk about in here, but since we're here, I thought I would fire up the GoPro just to show a little bit. You've got some various companies around here marketing different types of food from Australia, I guess. And you expect to see some Australian beef, right? And that looks like what we have right here. Meatworks Butchery, and then a bunch more over here. I don't think we're going to be diving into this place. And then on the other side, there was a whole bunch of displays from schools, like Australian universities.
The wines would be interesting.
Yeah, wine.
But they're not the big brand names.
Yeah, I didn't notice that till now, yeah. A couple of wine companies, Australian wine. So yeah, that is basically what's going on here. I think it's only this weekend, and I think yesterday, Saturday, was the grand opening. They had a lot of ceremonies here, and a lot of big wigs and VIPs came. But today is just it's open to the public. And of course, you can't have an Australia exhibit without a kangaroo. So there's your token kangaroo on a beach, of all places.
Now, I suppose if I were very knowledgeable, I'd say, no, that's not a kangaroo, it's a wallaby or some other... I have no idea.
Yeah, I know. Yet another nice park, though. Look at that. Beautiful park. I don't think we've walked 2 blocks this whole day without coming across another park. I'm so surprised at how many there are, and then just how nice they are. Look at that.
And it cools the city.
Yeah, I can imagine. And I'm mainly impressed with the size of the trees that have clearly been here for a long time.
You'll get it after.
I've never actually... Oh! Am I going forward or backward?
That's backward, I think. Yeah, there you go.
So this is the right way?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to make fun of anybody ever again on one of these machines. This is hard.
Yes.
This is a lot of work. If you're on here for 10 minutes, man, you've put in a workout, and your knees, man, your thighs, you're going to feel it.
It is more difficult for you
because I'm not the right height.
I think you're 6'2", right?
Yeah,
6'3"?
well, I don't think I'm that
2.5.
tall. 6'1", but maybe.
I used to be 6'1.5", and I've shrunk 3 centimeters. So I'm about 6, a little bit over 6. So I give you, yeah, maybe you're, I think 6'2". Anyway, yeah, your knees are at the pivot point of that.
Right.
And someone who's, you know, below your shoulder would probably be more comfortable in that.
Wow. This is a workout. My thighs are like burning. Who knew? I've never been on one of those things before. Have you ever done one of those?
Yeah, I've tried it.
Holy
Same
crap.
experience. It is sort of like, it's not resistance, not the right word, but it's very hard at first to get it going.
Huh.
And then, yeah. One of the ones that are very simple, that I like a lot, let's see if we can find one in the shade. They're all in the sun. This thing here. I think it's very good for your shoulder. It's also good for pushing hands, you know, the Tai Chi pushing hand.
And you're just supposed to turn it around?
Yeah, there's different ways you can do it, but you just do what comes naturally.
Well, I mean,
You can change hands.
oh, it's like you could.
I could just use one hand,
Oh, okay.
or you can go back and forth. Like you don't, yeah, just grab it with both hands and go as far as you can. Whoops, I should be filming.
Yeah, well, I can see that if you have an idea, if you need a certain amount of flexibility, figure out your own routine, I guess. Huh. Wonder what the warnings say, like sort of make sure you're...
Do not touch.
Well...
I don't know. Let's go to the one over there. It's smaller, and it's in the shade. And also we've got an example here. You see how he's turning them?
Okay.
There's different risks, and you're going to find when you do that, you can get your hips into it.
Huh.
And that's what's like the pushing hands. Give it a try.
Well, were we going to try this one?
Okay.
Is that what you were aiming for?
I was aiming for that one. But we'll
Okay.
do this one first.
Oh, you just sort of...
Yeah, you wouldn't want the seat to be missing on that. The saddle, I mean.
No, I guess not. I can feel something down there. This feels very gentle. This would be a warm-up for that other torture machine over there. I think this is just to loosen up.
I think that works your hamstrings, not the tendons, but the muscle.
I don't feel
And your
anything really
glutes a
being
bit.
worked out.
Your glutes, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't
the
even know what a
back of your-
glute is.
Your butt and the back of your legs.
This is the one you were thinking of?
No, this one here.
Oh,
It's smaller circles, so it's a little bit, and there's two. So this is the one that makes me think of pushing hands. The image has gone off and there's red light blinking.
yeah, I don't think I would work this one into my morning routine. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, you know?
Okay, this I think has stopped. I'm not sure.
No, but still, as long as the red light is flashing,
Okay.
just the screen powers off, right?
Okay, now do it. Okay, don't do them in sync, or do them in sync, but not symmetrical. Let one lead,
I have no idea.
and then try to rotate from your hips at the same time. Here, I'll show you what I have in mind.
I don't get this one at all.
If I remember. Can you hold that at home?
Yeah. Whew, that is a heavy umbrella.
Yeah, but it's also big. So you can,
Well, I mean, you can force yourself to get
Yeah.
your hips involved, but
yeah.
you don't really need them.
No, you don't need them. It's to get used to using them.
Huh.
Anyhow, that's it. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Well, I like this one here. I want to, since we're, I tapped the screen, and since we're doing it, why don't we do one more? This is just a,
I say we do them all.
so yeah, I guess, oh, you're just doing this.
Yes. And it works on the flexibility of the hips. I guess there's a bit of cardio too. And I've seen some people do the two legs together, but
Like you just sort of, yeah, I think I'll
yeah, I would.
I'll stick with the elementary level. I haven't graduated to the expert class. This could be dangerous. You could feel you got to keep a tight grip.
Yes.
But again, this feels like more of a flexibility, loosen up.
I see you have your right leg bent more than your left.
Yeah? Oh yeah, I'm not going as high.
It may be a bit of stiffness.
Yeah, maybe.
We all have.
And now stepping off, you just don't want to go. There's no resistance here.
No.
That's just...
Why don't you try the twist again one? Right there, the orange one.
Oh, that should be...
Or we can go for the blue one that matches your shirt. I don't know what the... Oh yeah, the whole grip is different.
Now this one I can sort of understand the twisting business. There we go. Huh.
And this exercise area is packed in the evening.
Yeah, one of the parks that I saw in the morning when I walked to the War Remnants Museum, it had all these machines and all of them were being used. Everyone was occupied.
With the person waiting.
Doing, yeah. In Thailand, I saw a lot of these parks, but the machines were not as nice as these, and they were all rusting. Nobody ever used them, so. Huh.
Oh,
Yeah, that almost looks like a weight machine, that one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you? Oh, you're
shoulders,
lifting yourself up.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one before. Yeah, you can just. Oh, it's still. Yeah, this is a Hero 12. I guess it goes dim.
Yeah.
Which is weird. I've never seen one go dim before. So I guess you're lifting your own weight.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh, so that's sort of like
But it's.
biceps and whatever these are called on the side. Obliques.
But
or
I can
something
see if you're, like, I would say I'm borderline elderly, but if you're really elderly, I can see these machines being a big help.
Yeah.
Like, this feels a little bit weird to be supporting my arm lift with my legs, because your legs are so much stronger than your arms.
Right.
But if you suffer from limited mobility, I can see this being a
Good exercise.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think you're supposed to lift with your legs at all. You're just lifting your body weight. And I couldn't do this for very long.
Now you want to try doing it very slow, like counting to 5, and 5 both ways.
When did I start paying you to be my aerobics instructor, torturer?
About 30 seconds ago.
My hands are so sweaty, I can't keep a grip.
It used to be rubber there, I think.
Yeah, I would think so. I need gloves, I think, because you can see my hands slipping off. Huh. I have a newfound respect for these machines. I can see them being very useful.
I think they're terrific.
Yeah, I'm surprised. So after my park workout, we went down another street, just a block or two, to see the Pink Church. Do you know anything about the history of it, other than the fact that it's sort of coral pink?
I do not.
You know,
I do know that when I went to school, grade school, the school had what I called a lobster salad color theme. They had this pink, and then what this is to pink, they had in green. So the school, everything was painted that color. And it was a school run by religious. So, I don't know, that might have been a thing.
it has to date from the French colonial period. I don't know what the year is.
We'll have to look it up and get the information. You can voice it over.
From here, we're shooting into the sun. May not come across as pink as it is, but...
We'll walk further down. You can walk.
Yeah.
We can shoot from the other angle.
Beautiful clock on the front.
Yes, it is. With the Alpha and Omega.
1:45. I think that's the right time.
We could look it up. We could look it up. on the internet, get the history, and then you can just say it like you're a real expert.
Yeah, I know.
So here's the Con Cafe. This is the street where the Anthony Bourdain place is.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to see some Koreans and Europeans and Americans.
Anyway, from here, I think we might see a little bit more of the pink color. Yeah, I think it's coming across. That's a beautiful cathedral. Gotta get out of this taxi's way. Nice. I like the clock. As I said, that's a big clock. It's probably taller than us, right?
I would say so, yeah.
It's a big
7 feet,
clock face,
7 foot.
7 feet, 8 feet, yeah. Nice. And you said there's something down here of interest?
Well, you know, where all the tourists come to eat bang sale. So you can see again trendy people in the Con Cafe.
Yeah. Right over here, there's the pink cathedral with the giant clock face that I admired so much. And a couple of corners down, there's a market. You can see from the outside, it's kind of hard to tell, but up there at the top, you can see it's one big, long building. So we can probably head inside and see what's in there.
So you can see the church from here. You've already got that shot, I guess.
Yeah, I was looking in that direction.
So walk down a bit and then go down the middle. If it's not too hot, we'll see what it's like.
Do you have a history with this market? Come shopping here?
My wife gets her nuts here. Like we used to live not too far from here, and she would come, like all her wet market stuff she would get here.
See.
But now she still comes here.
Yeah. I know this style of market well. It's like the giant open warehouse. And then down at ground level, it's just a maze of corridors.
Which is why it's called a warehouse, because you're inside, you don't know where you are.
I'd like to say, yeah, I've heard that one before, but actually I have never heard that before.
It's too dumb for other people to come up with.
I guess people who worked in warehouses would be familiar with that joke.
Well, maybe. Of course, the warehouses I've worked at, everyone spoke French, so.
But yeah, whenever you pass here, you can look left or right, and there's endless corridors. We're the maze runners.
Well, let's take a little twist. The wet market is down at the end.
I always joke that whenever I go to a market, all I do is break their hearts because I don't buy anything. I've never bought anything in a market. All I do is take pictures or video. I raise their hopes. Here comes a customer, and then I dash them. Wet market over here, but not, usually early morning, right?
Ciao.
And the fish would come here early in the morning, but nothing happening right now. Yeah, it looks like mainly a cloth market, right? On the inside, what we saw.
And all the wet market is closed down, I guess.
Yeah.
They want imagine what the fish would smell like.
Yeah.
Let's see, maybe we want to go this way.
Yeah, hop back inside. And I've run out of powdered creamer for my coffee, so I'm keeping my eyes open for anything like that.
I get some broken rice instead, it looks like it.
You mentioned your wife would get nuts and things here.
Yeah, basically she developed a relationship with one of the ladies here. And so she knows she's not in today. I'll be back there where that woman in the yellow shirt is. And so like she always knew she got a good deal. You know, fair deal.
And
at least she thought she was good.
Market eatery.
Yeah.
All these places.
I think I'm going to find a place with air conditioning for you.
Another stop on the Rod Tour. We are at the Hoang Yen Vietnamese Cuisine Restaurant. There he is. I don't think that's all the restaurant. Those are apartments up there, I think. But anyway, so we're popping in here for lunch. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of walking in the hot sun. no joke being out there in that sun, let me tell you. But we're both hanging in there. So, go grab something to eat.
I think I got a sunburn. I didn't put my hat on soon enough. That's okay. I've been many times in my life. So just for two.
There we go. Now I have to adjust my mental attitude, feel like I belong in a place like this. Instead of feeling like an imposter in fine dining, we have our lovely serviette, which I'm going to use to mop up all my sweat. So, but yeah.
You have drinks here and then the food here.
Drinks, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I think I have my eye on a beer, to be honest.
Okay. Come on.
We'll start with the, cold water. Cold water.
So let's see what their beers are.
That's nice. I think I'm from the other side for the light. There we go. So food has started to arrive. We ordered some pancakes. You're calling them seo, ban seo. So yeah, X is an S sound. So there are the pancakes there. Some mushroom tofu. So there's tofu hidden underneath the mushroom sauce. And I ordered I was really interested in having some rice, so I ordered this bowl of fried rice with beef and other things, and we ordered some fish rolls, fish rolls, like fish spring rolls. And I was going to show beer, but apparently we drank all our beer. Here it is there. The beer did not last long. Tiger and Carlsberg, so we've got some beer going on. Yeah, cold water. They could put a gallon of cold water out here, and we'd both put it back. So, yeah, the feast has begun. Very elegant dining. A lot of sauces happening over here as well, and the Vietnamese leaves that I find fascinating. You always get a plate of leaves, and then you're supposed to know what to do with these, what to add them to, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But anyway. That's what's here so far, and we're going to dive in.
It's like I say to my wife, I like lazy food.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a bit of fun in making your own thing. Like, my favorite actually is where you just have the leaves, and there's no bread. You make sandwiches with the leaves. It's a lot of fun.
So I've got the omelet, basically. You were saying quite oily, and you're right. Yeah, very oily. Yeah, I don't know what all the sauces are for. I don't know if I'm supposed to put this on this or not, but I'll add some of it, see what happens.
I love that sauce.
Yeah? What kind?
I forgot the name of it, but
okay. We'll try it with some of that sauce, see if it changes the flavor. I keep getting sauce with various dishes, and I keep assuming it's going to be like sour or fermented or spicy or something very dramatic. It always ends up being a really nice sweet sauce, which was always a surprise to me. So this sauce is also kind of a sweet sauce.
you want more beer or water?
Another beer would be amazing.
All for it. You want to try a different one? Or?
Yeah, maybe just a Tiger to get the taste comparison.
Oh,
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it looked good as soon as the lid came off, right? I was like,
So where we're from, seafood is sort of expensive. Here, beef is expensive.
Right, I guess that's the way it goes. Yeah. Cut this last one in half.
Go for the whole thing. If you
Oh yeah, I can do it.
You like it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, go for
Oh, I love it. Just out of force of habit, I'm still on that kind of like one meal a day routine. So like I haven't had breakfast and I doubt I'll have dinner. So this is my fuel for the day. Yeah.
Funny, in Canada we talk about the basic meal is meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
In the Philippines they call a meal rice.
Right. Have you eaten rice yet? I'm always taken aback by that, like in Malaysia. So I come back to my hotel when I was in Port Dickson, and every single day the clerk would say to me, "Oh, have you eaten rice yet today?" And I'm like, "Well, no, I had, you know." And not, I forget that it's just a greeting, you know. So here's some more of that feast. Rod is spooning up some of that mushroom tofu. I haven't had any of that yet. I'm looking forward to that. And when the lid came off the rice and the beef that I ordered, I was very excited about that. Just haven't had rice for a little while. I've been living on noodles, basically. Noodles and banh mi since I got here. And then those are the fish spring rolls. And more leaves. Everything you order, you get more leaves. And I haven't really been having the leaves too much. I'm busy. I got another omelet there, some of the rice, and then diving into the rest of it. Let's try some of this beef. Very nice. I might have to switch over to a spoon or a fork to really get into all this rice and everything.
Yeah.
The chopsticks are not efficient right now. I can't get at the rice. Well,
I confess I'm not sure if this restaurant, like it's Vietnamese cuisine, but I don't know if it has any regional leaning. But I think it's sort of classic upper middle range.
okay. And while I have the camera still running, I'll try one of these fish rolls. Give my impression of it. This is all without sauce. This is just straight fish spring roll. That's nice.
Should I put some sauce on it?
Could use. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, sauce would be good. This is really nice.
I'll just do the first three there.
Okay.
You can see if you like it. And of course you want lots and lots of peppers.
Well, peppers might be, depending on the peppers. I've made that mistake in the past where I have one meal and the red peppers are sweet peppers. And then the next day I go to another restaurant, oh, red peppers, dump them in. And they're the hot ones, and it's like, big mistake.
Or those little green ones.
I bite into one of those and my whole meal is ruined. I have no taste, no sense of taste for an hour afterwards. My problem with all of that is it's not consistent, because I'll go into a restaurant somewhere in some country and they'll say, oh, do you mind spicy? And I'll say, oh, I'm fine, whatever. And then they serve something to me and they say, oh, this is so spicy. And you eat it and it's not spicy at all.
Oh, right.
But some other place you go to and you just get the normal meal and it just burns out your entire, like there's no standard definition of what is spicy and what isn't. It's like, you got to get your standards in order. You got to warn me about these things. When I was in Thailand, I said that a number of times to lots of people, that people keep telling me that Thai food is so spicy. And I never encountered anything that was particularly spicy.
Like the Tam soup is not spicy for you?
anything I had just wasn't, even when they warned me about it. And then you get complacent, and then one day you're just out there and you're dumping in the red peppers.
It's bang.
Yeah. I'm going to steal this spoon.
I found a green papaya salad, I think it is, papaya salad. I found can be quite hot
Oh, yeah?
in Thailand. But maybe it's because I always associate salad with coolness. So it's the surprise. And then the tom yum soup, the shrimp soup, I always found that spicy.
Better, oops. Reading glasses, man, what a pain. Ever since I started wearing these, my life has gone downhill. Gets caught on everything.
What I do when I eat, because part of my problem is it gets splattered,
Yeah.
I put them on my back. So they won't
Oh,
get
yeah.
splattered.
I've done that. But then I break them because I put them on my back.
Yeah, and you lean
I
back.
forget, and then I put on my knapsack, and
Yeah.
I crush them, and it's just like, I get rid of them.
Get cataracts.
Yeah. I can't see anything anymore. I was like, Fabulous lunch is over. And yeah, got the GoPro fired up again. That's the restaurant where we had our lunch. And once you get the GoPro running, you've got to pay attention to your surroundings at least a little bit so nobody runs into you. But, so, verdict on our lunch, the restaurant. Have you been there before?
Yes.
And this meal was up to the standards of before?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really good. Enjoyed that a lot. It was a great lunch. And from this point, I'm more or less heading back to my hotel. Rod is heading back into his life. And yeah, winding things up. So, lunch is over. And I'm now on my way back to my hotel, heading back to my neighborhood. Rod is heading back towards his home and his life. And yeah, just it's a new part of Saigon that I'm walking through. Rod actually walked me back down to this area. He can get his shuttle bus from here. But yeah, I haven't been to this area at all. So it's another very interesting part of the city. All these tall buildings. And right over here, check this out. The Park Hyatt Hotel. Gorgeous looking building. I don't know if it's a new complex or an old one, but man, just screams luxury. Beautiful building. There you can see the sign, Park Hyatt Saigon. Yeah, I just wanted to fire up the GoPro just because I was walking by this hotel. I was so impressed by it. Kind of an understated elegance to it, that entryway there. It's not ostentatious at all, and yet it feels like this would be quite a nice place to stay if your budget stretched to the Park Hyatt levels. And then I noticed ahead of me, oh, cool bike. I noticed ahead of me this building on the left. I don't know what that is. It also looks quite interesting. Seem to be in a relatively luxurious part of town. Looking at these shops over here. Looks like this area is pretty popular with photo shoots. I've seen a few people with high-end camera gear doing some photo shoots. The Artex Saigon building. Yeah. This looks like a, just on the corner over here, a wedding photo shoot. Fancy car. Just saw the bride in the doorway of the car. Oh, More weddings over here. So this must be some sort of an opera house. Look at that. The things you come across just wandering around. The Saigon Opera House. Amazing. Who knew? Everybody's taking pictures the other direction. So there must be something interesting behind me. I better turn around and see what everybody's taking pictures of. Oh, just these other fancy buildings, I guess, with the sun going down behind them. And I guess that's, I think that's the finance tower. Everybody's calling it the finance tower. Look at that. And turn around to get another look at the opera house. Gorgeous. All the beautiful people at the opera house. And it looks to be a hangout for fancy cars too. I noticed these Mustangs here. A little bit of a gathering of Mustangs, 2 of them. Beautiful cars. And I think I saw another one coming around the corner. Could be a Mustang club. Is that red one over there just pulling up? Could be a Mustang, could be something else. Not that I would know from a distance, but hey. Oh, that could be what people are taking pictures of. Look at that. I just saw that on someone else's smartphone. Have you ever seen a cloud with its own rainbow? I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's crazy. And would you look at this? I had no idea that I was here, but this is the location of one of Ho Chi Minh City's other famous walking streets. I had no idea I'd be walking by it, but since I'm here, I suppose I might as well go for a little bit of a walk. So that's the end of the walking street. I forget the name of it off the top of my head. And I think you're supposed to come here later at night when it's darker. But since I'm here, let's go for a walk on the walking street, see what's going on. I think at nighttime, all kinds of performers come out, especially since it's the weekend. Looks like the professional photographers are here getting portraits with that backdrop. I assume they know what they're doing to get the perfect exposure. So, yeah, not a lot going on right now, but we can get a sense of what this is all about. Walk down to the end. I think it ends and begins down there at the river. So we can walk down to the river, take a look, then walk back again. The rainbow cloud has dissipated. Well, the cloud is still there, but the rainbow isn't visible anymore. As I was walking along here, I came across groups of 20, 30 people, all aiming their smartphones upward. It's kind of funny, it reminded me of so many movies where the main character is walking down the street, minding his own business, and he slowly starts to realize that everyone around him is looking up. And then our main character finally turns and looks, and then they see the massive spaceship indicating the start of a big alien invasion. You see that in movies all the time. It's kind of what happened to me just now. But yeah, here we are down at the river. This is the end of Walking Street. There's the Saigon River. I do hope to take one of these boats up and down the river at some point, wherever it goes, but not tonight, I guess. I've had a long day already, so I think I'll save exploring the riverside for another day. Interesting over there, you see a big barge, big load of gravel, cargo ship there. Look at that sign as well, huge sign, see-through. quite interesting. But yeah, on another day, I would cross the road here, go look at the river, but this is as close as I'm gonna get today. Just gonna turn around and go back along the walking street. I'm surprised there aren't more food and drink stalls. I thought there'd be all kinds of places here where you could get snacks and cold drinks, things like that. And on my way down, I noticed this big display, a sort of a celebration of the victory at Dien Bien Phu. There it is, 1954, it happened, they defeated the French, and this year, 2024, is the 70th anniversary. So I've seen a lot of displays commemorating this victory. This actually is quite interesting. There's a lot of photography here that I haven't seen before. At 5:30 p.m. on May 7th, 1954, our Army's flag, determined to fight, determined to win, flew on the roof of General de Castries' bunker, ending the resistance war against the French colonialists. French plane shot down by the Viet Minh. I assume this airport was controlled by the French, then completely destroyed. Yeah, there's all kinds of photographs of the battle. Very interesting. Spend some time looking at all of these. I'm almost back at the beginning of the walking street again. Very pleasant, really nice. The more I see of this city, the more I appreciate it. There's so many parks and open public areas like this. Very nice. And here you can rent little electric scooters, things like that. Kites, people are selling kites here. Really interesting bird kites. And bubble machines for the kids to make bubbles. Kind of a big family area. Come here with your family and hang out. Oop. And you got a glider there. And I said there weren't any food stalls or drink stalls out here, but around the edges, tons of restaurants, really nice looking ones. And all kinds of restaurants along the edges. And there was one building over there in particular, the one that has the red sign on it. Everybody was stopping to take pictures of the front of it because of all of the interesting signage, very colorful signs. And here's another one, a Sky Zone. I imagine all these places are rocking and rolling later on tonight. I know I've been talking about this endlessly since I got here, but it's a hello. But it's a completely different city from my memory and from my expectations. Completely different. I don't really remember a lot of these things about Saigon, and certainly it's very different from how I remember it. Very interesting place. Enjoying my time here quite a bit. For someone like me that likes to walk around, endless areas to walk. Find new things. I'm back at the beginning of the walking street. The Opera House is just down there. And I'm not sure what that building is. I'm gonna have to look up the name of it right now. I just looked it up, and not surprisingly, that building over there, that's a city hall. And on Google Maps, they call it French colonial style city hall building. And if I have my directions straight in my head, then my hotel is down here, maybe a kilometer away. So I'm on the home stretch, walking back towards my hotel. And that's it. I'm back on my street. My hotel is just across this one intersection. So, winding down, very interesting day. Enjoyed that quite a bit. A little bit of a personal sightseeing tour of a new area of Saigon. The Post office, very interesting. Lunch was fantastic. Amazing coffee shop that we found, that Cộng Cafe. And just getting across this one intersection. And yeah, then at the end of the day, just stumbling across the Opera House and the other walking street, Book Street. Man, we covered a lot of ground today, Rod and I enjoyed that immensely. Yeah, really had a good time. But now, a few more feet to go, and with that, shutting down the GoPro, as always. Back in my neighborhood, District 1. And I'll see you in the next video.